welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest.
2026 Las Vegas Raiders.
Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
Brings up second and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Hey.
From the shotgun, Lawrence finds his running back. This is Bashal Tootin. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 on that one, and the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars first down. An 8-yard pickup.
Hey,
First down,
Lion.
Jaguars.
On play action now, Lawrence. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Inside give here for Tootin. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Second down give to Tootin. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Easy, Ralph.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't.
And down he goes. Raiders got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This a 39-yarder. Little knocks it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
And they did get that win last week, but instead of being a player you win because of, Now, this quarterback was a player they won in spite of a lot of issues taking care of the football that canceled out, really, the good he did on the field. He knows they were fortunate to get the dub, but carries some momentum into this week, and you know he wants to play better.
Airing it out to start this drive. Looking right, and he finds it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week.
At the 30-yard line.
Second down now, they need 7. And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to Genty. Galloping inside the 40. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
23.
Running it after the penalty. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Offense to the line for second down.
Hey, Lion.
Out of the gun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Decent 24. Stop.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
Throwing off the play fake. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. That's a pickup of 26. That's a Vegas first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
To throw here on first down. Nice work here sliding down after some excellent running and a nice gain. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
70 Lions. Go.
They're going to try and throw it here. Throw right side, finds Bash. And he has enough for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down.
Motion. Ready. 60 by.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
Number 2, Ashton Genty. A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down. York on.
We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. Field goal team is out to try to add 3 points to their lead.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
He gets this one to Strange. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. He finds Hunter downfield. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tied things 10-10. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First play is going to be a give to Jeanty. Spins right by him. Has a hole left, room to run. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They go play action. Lawrence. Held in left side. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's go.
Lawrence throwing here. And pass caught by Strange. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find Strange here. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Finds a man right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Hey, run. John, there's a hunt.
Back to the air, Lawrence. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is near the first down, but they need one more yard now to get it. Third down at the 29.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and, hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. Cuts right. Running in the red zone. And that is a touchdown! The Raiders now lead by 10.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the give, it's Bigsby. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused.
Lawrence is hit. The ball is loose. And the Raiders get to it. And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead off the turnover. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders push their lead to 18.
31. Jaguars 13.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. That's exactly what this offense has got to do.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Well, right side, caught by Thomas. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Right, let's go. Hey, Soko, son.
Lawrence hangs out to it. This is ahead for about 5. And that's my guy Tonka Hemingway there for the stop.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Trucked on that play by none other Brock than Tonka Hemingway.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll go again here with Tootin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed is just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, go! Focus, all right?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
A 38-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through, and that lowers the deficit to 15.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Genty from the gun. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Set. 70-10 rule. Take go.
Looking in the air here. On target to Thornton. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
19-18.
2nd down pass play coming. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
Got it. Ready?
They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Let's go now. 70 Lion.
Throwing from the gun here. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
3rd and long for him here. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10, looking to throw. This one finds Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook was wide open.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Israel Abanikanda on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter.
60 Bison, 65, go!
On first down, Jeanty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
Second down carry for Algier. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Cowboy 80!
Pass play on first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 18 at the 31-yard line.
Come on, set!
He's going to throw it. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still second down.
So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Looking to throw here. Setting up the screen. Has good room at the 35. And they're finally able to send him out. Gave up a great game, but surprisingly, not a first down. It's third down instead.
It's now third down.
Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
And off to Jeanty. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this round. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Jaguars' 47-yard line.
He'll call his own number. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Jeanty on the give. He's headed right. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will. and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go, shot. Check up.
From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythms, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Scott slid this great note from my... And the defender comes away with it. That's Jordan Lewis. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Yeah, totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Hey, flat.
Tootin on first and 10. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
These are 24.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Easy, route.
On 3rd down, here's Tootin. Oh, he's free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars start the second half with some needed points. Little tacks on the extra points. And the Jaguars make it an 11-point ball game. And all set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Giving this to Genty. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
19 Tiger. Go.
First down, and they go right back to it. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Makes the play, working the sideline, but it takes him out right at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down now, Jaguars going nickel. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this punt works out. It's going to cross the 20, be touchdown at the 16-yard line. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
On play action now, Lawrence. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Lawrence working from the gun. The Jaguars into punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Punt taken at midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll throw to start the drive. He'll get this to Tucker. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's the Raiders up by multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On 3rd down, Genty. Still fighting forward. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. Got some laundry on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So they get dings for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll throw 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Hauled in again, it's Bowers. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They're all set now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders push their lead to 18.
Raiders 41, Jaguars 23.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. It's caught left side by Hill. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On the give, it's Stooten. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense...
Raiders closing in, and down he goes. That's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Give up the guts. It's Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
49-yard line.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Another give here to Genty. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Algier gets it on the draw. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Straight ahead with Genty. And he stopped just shy of that first down at the 28. Third down upcoming.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Let's go. 6.
It's Algier on third. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Take go.
Shotgun give here to Genty. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Back to 60. Go.
QB keeping it here, the 2nd down option. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Cowboy 80.
Now it's Genty. And the run will not get there. They're turned away right near that marker. Now it's 4th down. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?